Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Manhood Academy podcasting.
Welcome, Professor.
Shut up. Every time I hear your voice, you fuck up everything. Well, bullshit. How come every time you speak, I want to vomit? Why is that?
You're not making a demand. I don't care about what I'm saying. I could talk about my...
Because you're full of shit. You're all bullshit. You always pretend like you're this happy guy. Oh, hello, Professor. How's everybody doing?
Hey,
You're a
everybody.
miserable guy underneath that bullshit.
Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Well, I peeked in on the Eurofag class today with Blokey leading it. Avion was in there. I think Subby might have been in there. Who else?
No, I wasn't.
Nope. Victim was in there. Who else was in there? Name user, were you in there?
No.
No. But it was another one of those students mustering up. I must make a demand. It was one of those prepare, and then boom, now it's time to get going.
Phil!
God damn it, Phil! Come back next class.
Okay,
alright, it was one of those classes where you're like, you're getting psyched up, you're like, okay, I'm on the spot, I'm ready to go, right? It's like, ball bullshit. Say, I must make a demand. Let us know you must make a demand. Go ahead.
I must make a demand.
There you go. It's just like that. A guy like mustering up and okay, I'm in practice mode. I must make a demand. And I'm considering, you know what? Maybe I'm misleading the students. Maybe Cotton Picker has the worst fucking internet connection in history. Alright. Maybe I'm misleading the students, man. Phil, you fucking cocksucker, stay out of class. Matt, Victim, go slap your brother for a second and tell him to shut up and stay the fuck out of the chat room and stay the fuck away from everything Academy related for an hour. Alright, what was that?
You were talking about being misleading.
Yeah, I think I'm misleading the students because I'm trying to do a lot of activities to get you to understand what a person with a demand can do. And Subby.
Yes.
You piece of shit. Are you done?
Done with what?
Get out. Okay. Where was I?
You were saying that.
Yeah, okay. So, I think I want to show, I want to show students...
Mute your mic. Fuck, let the guy and you get together.
Can you do me a...
I got it, Professor. I got
Rug
it.
Sleeper, can you do me a favor?
Yes.
Can you type in the chat, Subby, people have constantly warned you... Go ahead, I'll just wait for a second. I need to get this out to Subby. Dear Subby, return carriage.
Dear Subby. ...
Return.
Oh. I'm hitting return.
Yeah, that's fine. When I say return, you just say return.
Yes.
Many people have warned you about your fat faggot rustling habits in class. Return. The professor was in the middle of making an important point. Return. And, once again, return. Bold. Your fat faggot ass, all in caps, is rustling like a fucking squirrel scrounging for nuts. All in bold, all caps. All in caps, all bold. Keep your fat faggot ass out of class if you can't figure out how to not fucking rustle around like a little squirrel. Thank you. That's it. Okay. Where was I?
You were misleading us.
Yeah. I think
Yes, this is shocking. I want to hear this.
Yeah, listen. I was I was trying to, I like to try different things to see what will take and what, what's useful to you guys. What makes things click. And I'm starting to realize, like, from you guys throwing away your words, me noticing it, I'm realizing I throw away my words. That's why even you guys, your mistakes are changing the way I communicate. Because through your mistakes, I realize my mistakes. For instance, I was scolding somebody last night, it might have been you, Dick, about just having monologues with people. And when I did that, I started thinking, I do that. You can go back to podcasts and hear me giving monologues. You can go back to podcasts and hear me. I have a general demand, but I'm not making specific step-by-step demands. I demonstrated that in the last class when I was talking to Paranoia and training Paranoia. I was making step-by-step demands, which is really the push. Because I'm starting to realize how important it is to not refuse to punish. A lot of times, again, I don't want to offend students. I don't want to offend people. I don't want to cause unnecessary suffering, frustration, and misery to the students because I already know they have a tough time. They're faggy. They have a bad home life. They don't have any friends at school. They don't have any girlfriends. They hear about people having sex. They see chicks in yoga pants. So I know there's all kinds of frustrations out there. You're stuck beating off the porn all day. You play video games. You just do the same thing over and over. You're in a dead-end job, etc. It's like Fight Club. You're living the Fight Club nightmare. So I don't want to throw any unnecessary frustration your way. But I realize slowly, very slowly actually, that
Subby, what the fuck are you doing here?
Subby, get out.
Get the fuck out. You know what? Get the fuck out. You're banned for a week.
a week? What? A whole week?
Yeah, because you fucking right in the chat room. You still came back. Get the fuck out.
Subby?
Fuck you.
Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
60% if I couldn't figure out how to, not to keep still. Something like that.
Something like that. Okay, I'm gonna intervene. I'm gonna intervene,
Get your
Dick.
fat faggot ass out of class. And then you come back to
Dick, I'm gonna intervene. I'm just gonna make it a day ban, not a whole week ban. So you can ban him for a week. Subby, stay the fuck out of class. Come back tomorrow when you're ready to not fucking rustle anything.
Alright,
great. Dick, you can write whatever you want on the reason for the ban.
Professor,
Got it.
get a 3-day ban. This isn't the first time Subby's done something like this.
All right, great. You keep it to yourself. Okay.
unnecessary frustration.
Yeah. I don't want to
I'm
unnecessarily.
playing to punish people.
I don't want to cause unnecessary frustration to students. I don't want to punish people unduly. But I'm realizing very slowly, like Subby's a prime example here. If I don't show you what a standard is, and I don't show you what a boundary is, and I act emotionally instead of gravitationally, which means I act based on how I feel about your feelings versus how gravity feels about your feelings. Like, if how I feel about your feelings will determine what happens if you jump off a cliff. How gravity feels about your feelings will determine what happens to you when you jump off a cliff. Which do you think is going to be more severe?
Gravity.
Gravity, right? Every time. Which do you think is going to be more... Which do you think... Echo.
It's constant. It was constant.
Which do you think is going to be more consistent?
Gravity.
Right? Gravity. So you have two things. On one hand, gravity is going to be much more harsh than my emotional-based punishment, but yet gravity is also going to be much more consistent. So, because it's a principle, it's predictable. It's a harsher punishment, but you can always predict it because it's a principle. It never changes. And I'm starting to realize, I think slowly, over time, the more I keep the demand consistent, the more the students improve proportional to how consistent I am with my demand. And that also entails enforcing the demand, not just making the demand like, Subby, be quiet, but now enforcing the demand. If he violates it, right? Punishment time. So, I'm starting to see that this consistency of the training is what is producing the result. And by not being consistent, I'm really delaying your training. So that's a side point. That's not even the main point I wanted to tell you. The main point was, I think I was starting to see again that I was misleading the students because I was trying to demonstrate for you not a person with a demand, but what a demanding person right? What's the difference between a person with a demand ball bullshit and a demanding person?
A person with a demand is trying to build a relationship. A demanding person just gets what they want. They're selfish.
You make no fucking sense. All right, let's ask somebody with a brain. Honky, what's the difference between a person with a demand and a demanding person?
I'm trying to think.
Give me your answer.
Okay, a person with a demand is trying to push you somewhere. I know that much. A person with a demand is like, do this because of this. A demanding person? I don't know.
Paranoia. What's the difference between a person with a demand and a demanding person?
A person with a demand has a demand, but it doesn't mean he's making demands. Whereas a person, what was the second word you used?
Who's demanding? A demanding person.
Well, a demanding person, he has demands and he's making demands.
Yeah. Okay. You're kind of going along the lines of what I'm thinking. A person with a demand is like ball bullshit. I can give him my demand, right? I could say, ball bullshit, tell the students to do this. That's my demand. Now I could give it to him. He has it. He knows he has to do it. He has to accomplish it. He's trying to get it done. But as soon as that demand is used or gone or completed, he's back to his old self, which is no demands. He's not a demanding person. He doesn't know what it means to say, I have a demand, and now I'm going to enforce that demand. I'm going to try to get that demand met. I have a standard. I'm going to try and maintain that standard, right? So he doesn't have that. So you guys are people with demands. I'm giving you demands. I'm trying to teach you how to make demands, but you're not demanding people. You don't have the attitude that your demands matter. Everybody has demands. I don't care who you are, how neurotic, how scared, how insecure you are. You have demands. What's one of your primary demands, ball bullshit?
To build a relationship. To go.
What's one of the most primary demands you have? Even more primary than that.
To eat.
To eat, right? Where's the demand is your necessity. Like, whether you're neurotic or not, insecure or not, aren't you always hungry?
Yes.
Right? Doesn't hunger always push a lot of your decisions? I gotta eat here, I gotta buy food, I gotta get a job, right? It's always pushing, it's always driving you. So, whether you're a passive guy and you say, I need to get fucking money, you need to give me money, or I'm gonna steal from you to get some food, or whether you say, hey, can I have some of your food? Would it be okay if I ate? Right? In either case, you have demands. You have demands. But, are you trained? Have you been given the skill that now you're a demanding person? You have the attitude of a demand. You have the attitude to convey the demand to others naturally. Like, I'm hungry, so look, ball bullshit, I'm hungry right now. I need to eat something. Versus, I'm thinking to myself, I don't want to offend people and let them know that I'm hungry. I don't want to put people off. I don't want to make be a burden to somebody. So, I'm going to kind of hide that demand or pretend it's not there. So, do you see the difference between, we all have demands, but the difference is, some of us know we have to give a demand at some point, and we're uncomfortable doing it. We don't want to do it. It's always a burden. It's always like pulling teeth. And then others of us who are more skilled realize we all have demands. So why not just become a demanding person, a person who makes demands, a parent? Okay? This is different from just saying, gimme, gimme, gimme. I'm not saying just say you're entitled to everything. I just give me everything. No, I'm saying a demanding person is a person who says, we all have demands. There's no such thing as a person without a demand. We all have innate demands, right? When you want to form a relationship, that's a demand. It pushes you towards porn. It pushes you towards talking to girls. It pushed you here to the academy, right?
Right.
It pushed you to pay money. It pushed you to apply for a scholarship. So there's no such thing as a person without a demand. But I'm trying to teach you here at the academy to become a person who is okay, who has accepted that they have a demand, that everybody has a demand, not just them. They're not just special or weird or abnormal. Everybody has demands. So you might as well start making the demands out loud. You might as well start being real about the fact that you have a demand. Not hiding the fact that you have a demand. Not pretending you don't have demands. Like most people do today. Like they're pretending. What's one of the main things, what's one of the main turnoffs that people read about when they're dating that girls don't like? What's one of the main turnoffs, victim? What's one of the main turnoffs? Victim! God damn it, you fucking retard. Listen! Victim!
Yes.
What is one of the main turnoffs that you read about or hear about that girls don't like about guys? What's one of the main ones?
Passive guy, a nice guy.
Yeah, that's one of them. What's another one, Dick?
He's too forward.
Okay, honky, what's another one?
I thought that was it.
One of the major ones. Paranoia?
He's too demanding.
Rug sweeper?
He tries to make her make all the decisions.
Attention hole? This is like a major one. If you read any advice columns, you'll read this. Fasty?
I think I
I
know.
can't believe you haven't fucking got it. Fasty, what is it?
What?
Too clingy.
Okay, yeah, we're getting to
Tells
where...
me what to do.
LaQuisha?
I was gonna say too clingy. You stole mine.
We're close.
It's like Family Feud over here.
This is like the number one answer, number one Family Feud answer. I'm surprised you guys don't know this one. Man user?
Girl, it's her.
Oh, they always advise you. Oh, I don't like guys who are
Too needy.
too needy. This is a basic one. You haven't heard this one. You haven't fucking heard anything. They say all the time, oh, the guy's too needy. He's too needy. Goes along with clingy, desperate, right? Essentially saying the guy doesn't know how to convey his need, his demand. It's not, I mean, people mistake it and think, oh, I shouldn't express that I have needs, right? Otherwise I'll be too needy. People completely misunderstand that because they're listening to women who are too fucking stupid to really convey the sentiment correctly. It's not that you shouldn't say you have needs, it's that you don't properly convey those needs. You are like just beggars. You are not doing anything in return, right? You're just begging to have your needs met. Please love me, please love me. That's it. You're just begging. But you're not doing anything in return. It's a leech relationship. So women say you're too needy. Even guys have adopted that. Oh, don't be too needy, bro. Let's sit back, play it cool.
Yeah.
But they're really misunderstanding. They're misunderstanding what we're trying to do here, which is not that you're trying to deny that you have a need, but learn how to get the need met. Learn how to, at the very least, acknowledge that you have a need, which is very difficult in a climate that says being needy is bad. Well, how can I say I have a demand, I have a need, if being needy is one of the top number one turn-offs, mute your mic, Captain Attic, of that women say they supposedly have, right? I don't like a guy who's too needy, right? It's a complete misunderstanding of that. So I'm trying to convey to you guys how to be a demanding person versus how to have it just be a guy with a demand who will eventually end up being a quote-quote needy guy. And I think I've misled you in that I'm trying to show you... Oh, I hear a flying saucer. God damn it. Everybody mute your mic. Everybody mute your mic. Holy fuck. Every time I try to make like this Gandhi-esque, oh, I got something from the top of the mountain, it's always fail. Always a goddamn fail. Okay. Dick, you're the only guy I want your mic unmuted, so because I need you to prompt me when I
Got it.
fucking
Bullshit, mute your mic.
go off on tangents here and I forget or I get distracted. Okay, so where were we?
You're talking about needy guys.
Yeah, okay. So, beyond that...
And then you're talking about you misled us, we should be demanding people. not
Okay, yeah, right.
demanding
So I'm trying to teach you how to be demanding people, be a demanding person, versus just being a person who is given a demand and then trying to just get that demand enforced, right? So I'm trying to teach you to be the former, a demanding person, a person who has the attitude of saying, at the very least, I have demands, I have needs, I have the standard here. I'm trying to meet it, right? I am driven, and I will drive. Okay, but I think I've been misleading you because I've been trying to show you what a demanding person can do, how a demanding person can make a demand. Like, for example, when we first started saying the exercise, I started getting people up. You know, I was frustrated that people weren't speaking, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to force you into my shoes. And this was the mistake. I'm trying to force you into my shoes. I could say, I must make a demand, right? I can do that because I'm a demanding person. I have a demanding attitude. So I'm the only person who can say it correctly. Only a demanding person can say that sentence correctly. How will a person who is not demanding but is just given a demand say that statement? He'll say it like Bob Bullshit. Bob Bullshit, demonstrate. How do people who are given demand say that sentiment?
I must make a demand.
Right. Here's a person who is given demand by me. And I'm saying, well, I'm going to force you into my shoes, Bob Bullshit. So repeat that. I must make a demand. So what does he do? He's trying to muster up he's trying to pretend to be me. He's trying to pretend to say, I'm a person who's authoritative. I'm a person who's it's Halloween day and I'm going to play like I have a demand. I'm going to muster up energy. I must make a demand. Some of us will elongate. Right? Must. But what is the giveaway? Well, the monotone. I mean, even when we tell them to end strongly, I'm telling you, a demanding person ends strongly like this. They don't, if I'm having a demand, I don't go, I talk like this and then make the demand under my breath at the end and fall off. Like, I don't care. No, that's, my attitude shows in that sentiment. So a demanding person can end strongly, right? Like that. So I, to force you into my shoes, have you do the exercise, and I say, instead of just ending strongly like that, I have you end super strong, 10 times that. I say, I want you to say it like this. I must make a demand. Right? Because again, I'm a demanding person, and I can go that extra mile. So I'm teaching you, I'm trying to teach you, and I end up misleading you into seeing, oh, what does demanding person sound like? Well, a lot of you are literally taking that to mean you must sound like this sound effect that came out of that demanding person. You must imitate that sound effect, and then you become a demanding person. So then you say, I must make a demand. Right? You even have the right strong tone at the end, and you're boom, you're gung-ho, you're standing up, your fingers pointing, your brows furrowed. But how do we know you're not a demanding person? Because I must make a demand. Even that is monotone, right? You're supposed to end strongly. It's monotone. Your body language is repetitive. And then when you're done, the final coup de grace in this whole fiasco is you just snap right back into monotone blank face. Scared, neurotic blank face. Because all you did was put on a Halloween costume of what it's like to sound like a demanding person. But really, you're just a person, like Bob Bullshit, who's been given a demand. So I've been misleading you with this exercise, and I started to realize that when people were doing it correctly, right? Even Avion was doing it correctly. He's saying, I must. But the problem was, I started to realize just from listening to it, that's just a very dramatic monotone. I must make a demand. Right? You can fucking sing to that. This is a dramatic monotone. It's not a demand. It just sounds like a demand. It's just making sounds. So all you're doing is practicing making sounds. So then I think I realized, oh, I've been misleading you this time. So then I switched and said, let me put the demand on you instead of trying to make you sound like a demanding person. Let me just make the demand on you. So when I had somebody say to me, make the demand, and a demanding person can tell what a demand sounds like, what a real demand sounds like, right? Some people thought it was, you gotta be fierce, so they'd be screaming, and then they'd go back to their blank monotone face. Some people would just casually, I must make a demand. Some would sing it, I must make a demand, right? And somebody said it casually like that, I forgot. Somebody said it like almost comically, and people were stunned, like, why did the professor say that was okay? Why?
Yeah, that was funky.
Yeah. And you guys didn't realize it. You guys didn't realize what you guys were, who were shocked. You guys were shocked because you're paying attention to sounds. You're paying attention to imitating a demanding person. While these two guys realized, oh, it's not about sounds. It's about actually having a demand. That was the whole point of the exercise. So when I heard them, I wasn't just listening to the sound. You guys were all just listening to, are they ending strongly? Which is what Bob Bullshit's doing. But I was looking at was their finger there? Were they pointing it like they meant it? How was the transition in their face? When they were saying, I must make a demand. Did they snap right back to, stone face, monotone face, expressionless, scared, neurotic face with blank eyes? Was their body language just stiff and rigid, like a metronome, like most people here? Like paranoia? Like was a face like paranoia after, I must make a demand, and then snap back? Right? Default paranoia face? I'm looking at all these little things. All these things are your tells that tell me, is this person making a demand? How freely do you speak afterwards? Are you, I must make a demand, and then you're just waiting around? Does a person with a demand just wait around? Does he wait for the approval? Does he wait to see, was that okay, guys? I'm looking at all these things where you guys are just thinking, oh, I said it right, and I moved my finger somewhat like you did. Why aren't you giving me the okay, the approval for the imitation? Because I wasn't looking for the sound effects. I wasn't looking for some certain movement. Everybody kept thinking I was like looking for the right combination, like Indiana Jones, in the Temple of Doom. I gotta get through the trap just right. I gotta step on the right tiles. I gotta dodge the poison darts, and then I get the gold. No! That wasn't it at all. So everybody was getting so frustrated trying to do exactly, am I not stressing enough? Am I not dramatic enough? Am I not struggling enough? Am I not saying it hard enough? Right? What was the secret? The secret was not in the sound effects Bob bullshit. The secret was to have an actual demand. Because a demanding person was what I was looking for, not a person giving me my own demand back in a caricature of what a demanding person is like. Right? You guys are caricatures of demanding people. I must make a demand. But when you stop, you go right back to who you really are. A person waiting around, waiting to convey their demands. So, I realized, aha, I must be misleading the students. Must be misleading the students. By trying to force you into my shoes to feel what it was like to be a demanding person, I inadvertently gave you the impression that a demand is nothing more than being stern, nothing more than ending strongly. When I was really trying to convey that a demanding person can exaggerate if they want. A demanding person can speak quietly if they want. A demanding person can whisper if they want. A demanding person can shout. A demanding person can speak fast if they want. A demanding person can speak at their own fucking speed. Why? Because they are demanding. That's why. They care about their demand. That's why. So, by showing you different facets of a demanding person, of what a demanding person can do, it's almost like you guys started thinking, oh, I have to wear 5 different hats. I have to play 5 different games. I have to get 5 different skill sets. I have to learn 5 different kung fu techniques. I need to learn stern face demand. I need to learn easygoing bro demand. I need to learn very whispery stern demand. I need to learn comically absurd demand, just going spazzy. I need to learn straightforward stoic demand. And I need to learn pleasant, whispery, artistic demand. Right? It's like, again, still going into the procedure of what a demand is like, instead of realizing that I'm not fucking doing all these different ways of showing a demand just to show you a mystery method procedure of being demanding. I'm trying to give you the impression of what a demanding person can do. What they're capable of doing. They're capable of sounding normal just like this, or they're capable of going crazy like this. They're capable of hyperbole and exaggeration like this. They're capable of being dramatic like this. They're capable of being quiet like this. So I was showing you the capability of a demanding person, not saying, here's what you need to imitate, the different methods you need to follow to become a demanding person. And that's what I think you guys have adopted in your headset, in your mindset, is that a person with a demand is a guy who can imitate what this demanding person has done. And as long as I imitate these demands in this certain way, the certain sentiment he gave it, the certain volume, monotone, not monotone, voice tone, the same inflection, with the same body language, same movements, same facial expression, same stretch face, that now I'm a demanding person. Well, no. You got it wrong. So
what do we do?
Well, we go back to the drawing board. Once again, some way, somehow, I'm going to train you to make a demand. And I think what has been effective, or what I've been noticing has been effective, is just a step-by-step to push you step-by-step in the direction of a demand. For example, ball bullshit, unmute your mic. Make the statement.
I must.
No, ball bullshit. I said, make the statement. Make your demand. Go ahead.
I want to get to know you, Professor.
Ball bullshit. Shut up, Dick. I'm talking. Ball bullshit. Make the demand.
I want to get to know you, Professor.
Ball bullshit. I want you to say, I must make a demand. Make the demand. Go ahead.
I must make a demand.
When are you going to make the demand?
Now.
Go ahead.
I must make a demand.
When are you going to make a demand?
Now.
You just told me that.
You guys hear the echo or not?
Hold on. God damn it. Ugh. Do not interrupt again, Dick. I will remove you. Ball bullshit.
Yes.
Yes, what?
I must make a demand.
When are you going to make the demand?
Now.
You just told me that 3 times in a row. Why are you wasting my time? Why are you wasting your time?
I want to make a demand.
Well, then why are you telling me about it? Why don't you just do it? Why do you preface like I want to do it? Why don't you just do it?
I want to get to know you, Professor.
I thought you were going to say I'm going to make a demand. Are you even paying attention to what you're saying? Hello? I'm talking to you, bullshit. Why don't you give me an answer?
I want to make a demand.
Why do you tell me you want to do something? I said make the demand. You're telling me what you want. I said fucking make the demand. When are you going to make it?
I am making a demand.
When are you going to make the demand, bullshit?
I am making a demand.
Well, make the demand then. Go ahead. Let me hear it.
This is a demand.
What happened to I must make the demand? Let me hear it.
I must make a demand.
When are you going to do it then? Go ahead.
I must make a demand.
Bullshit. When are you going to make a demand?
I must make a
Are you even
demand.
listening to me? When are you going to make the demand?
Now.
Go ahead. I'm waiting. You told me 4 or 5 times now you're going to make it. When? Go.
I must make a demand.
When?
Now.
Well, why don't you do it? This is the 5th time you told me. So you lied to me 5 times in a row.
I must make a demand.
Are you making yelling sounds? Is that what you wanted to make?
No.
Well, when are you going to make a demand? You sound like you're making yelling sounds.
I must make a
Why can't you sound like a
demand.
normal person? Make a demand. Go ahead. Tell me.
I must make a demand.
When are you going to make the demand, bullshit?
Now.
Okay, so this is the 6th time you told me now. Why are you wasting my time? Why are you wasting class time? Make it.
I must make a demand.
Well, when are you going to make the demand?
Now.
So the 7th time? Which time should I believe? Are you mustering it up? You getting that energy? You getting that Pokemon energy meter up?
I'm getting frustrated.
Well, fucking make the demand. We could get it over with if you would stop bullshitting me. Let's go.
I must make a
When?
demand.
When?
Now.
Okay, so the 8th time? So you want me to believe this time?
I must make
When are you going to make it? When?
Now.
Okay, so the 9th time? So you lied to me 9 times in a row.
I must make a
When are you going to
demand.
make the demand, bullshit? When?
Now.
10? Oh, so 10 lies in a row, and now you're ready to make a demand. Should I believe you the 11th time too?
I must make
When are you going to make the demand? When? When? I'm asking you a question.
Now.
When? Okay, so we're on 12th lie. Lie number 12. Let's go.
I must make
Okay, so when are you going to make it? When are you going to make it?
now.
Okay, so lie number 13. Okay, go ahead. Fucking wasting everybody's time.
I
When?
now.
Oh, 13th lie. Okay, let's go. Fucking wasting your time. Go
I
ahead.
Must make
When?
now.
Okay, 14th lie. Alright, keep going. Keep lying to me. Go ahead.
I must.
When?
God damn it.
Yeah, god damn it,
Now.
bro. Oh, 15th lie? So I'm supposed to believe you after you told me 15 lies in a row? Huh?
Yes.
Oh, yes? I should believe you after the 15th lie. Okay, go ahead. 15-time liar, go ahead.
I must.
Oh,
make-
when?
Stop interrupting me.
I want to hear your demand. I'll stop interrupting you when you fucking stop lying to me. This is your 16th lie. Are you going to make a demand now?
Yes.
Oh, you sure?
Yes.
Okay, because we're on lie number 17. Go ahead.
I must make a demand.
When?
God,
Okay, we're on line number 18. Let's go.
I must.
When?
make-
We're on line number 19. We're at 6:56 mark. Getting late here. Gotta get the reactions. Hurry up.
I must. make-
When? You muster up enough energy yet?
I must.
Okay, when? Yeah, we're on line number 19 or 20. I'm losing track of your lies. What lie are we on, bullshit? Bullshit, what lie are we on?
20.
Ugh, great. When are you gonna make your demand?
Now,
Uh-huh. Just like your name, ball bullshit. Let's go.
I must make a demand.
Yeah, when? We're on line lucky number 21. We're jackpot. Damn it. Did you summon enough energy yet?
I must.
Oh, we're on line number 22. When?
I must.
Okay, 23. Here we go.
I.
Why are you wasting everybody's time, ball bullshit? Why are you wasting my time? Why are you wasting my time?
Know how to make a demand.
You just make it. You ever gone to In-N-Out Burger?
I want to make a demand.
Ever gone to Denny's? Ever ordered food?
Yes.
Yeah, no shit. So what are you telling me you don't know how to make a demand? Stop fucking lying to me and tell me your demand. Let's go.
I want to make a demand.
Well, when are you going to make it?
Now.
Okay, so we're on line number what? 23, 24? I lost count now.
23.
Okay, good thing you're keeping track of the lies. Go ahead.
I must make a demand.
When? We're on lie 24 now.
Now.
Oh, now, okay. Go ahead.
I must make
Okay, so we're on lie 25. Now when? You're wasting everybody's time. This is 6:58.
Now.
Okay. Lie 26. Go ahead.
I must.
All right, we're on lie 27. Now what? Now what do you want to do? Go for lie number 28?
I must make.
Okay, now we're on 28. You wasted everybody's time. Are you on scholarship? Are you on scholarship?
No.
Oh, it's a good thing you're paying me to fucking lie to me. Okay, keep going. I've lost count of all your lies.
I must make a demand.
All right, you wasted all my time. All right, let's go to reactions. The last thing I want to say is this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is how I want to train students, like this. I don't want to train students to sound like me. I don't want to train students to try to imitate what a demanding person sounds like. I want to make the individual demands on you step by step until you get to the place a demanding person gets to. Because ball bullshit, if you notice, if you're paying attention at lie 27 or 28, he's getting more and more frustrated. You need the experience a demanding person has. You need the experience of frustration. Why the fuck do you think I make demands? Because I'm hungry. People who aren't that hungry don't really make loud demands. Ball bullshit, if I keep on him for another hour, maybe half hour, maybe less, depending on how demanding I am, I'll get that demand out of him. I guarantee you. If I put a gun to his head, I'll get that demand out of him. If I punch him in the stomach, I'll get that demand out of him. You see, this is frustration teaching you to make the demand. A lot of you guys have a lot of distractions, a lot of placation. You have video games, you got porn, this is kind of like when you're tired, you take a sip of your shake. You know, if you're in the middle of a workout, right? You're working out, you're trying to lose weight. You're tired. You don't want to do another bench press, another dumbbell lift. So what do? You take a sip of your shake. You need to be in a place where there's no fucking shakes. So I just need to be more specific with the demands and hold you step by step and respond to you. I need to have the conversation with you just like I want you to have the conversation with me. I need to teach you how to be demanding, not how to sound like a demanding person. So this is what I've realized. I think that I don't need to have you sound like a demanding person. I just need to make demands on you. The more demands I make on you, eventually you're going to get frustrated or you're going to make your demand. You're going to get frustrated or you're going to make the demand. You're going to build up the steam or you're going to let the steam go. So, sorry for misleading you, but hopefully we'll go in the right direction because we've had a lot of misleading during this in this academy's history throughout the years. But as a result, we've always learned from our mistakes. We've always gone forward, and the academy is where it is today. You guys are where you're at today because of what you've learned through frustration. How do you think I wrote the fucking ebook? The first time around? It was a first draft? It's finalized? I lost count of what draft I'm on. I've chopped so much shit out of there. There's a lot, there's things that are inaccurate, there's things that are good, but I've rearranged things for clarification, for simplicity, for accuracy. It's a work in progress. Everybody here's a work in progress. Ball bullshit, go.
I like the new idea. like the concept of pushing me to be a demanding person.
Good for you, victim.
Because
Go.
I'm not that. And until I get you to
Good, victim. Go.
Professor, I could use an hour or two of that training just for myself. Should we even have hangouts without you in them, since none of us know how to make a demand?
No, I wouldn't say that's true at all. I've seen Dick make demands. I've seen Honky make demands. I've seen even Fasty get close to making a demand. I've seen LaQuisha make demands. I've seen Stingray make demands. I've even seen High School 101 make demands. I've seen Rugs. What?
Sorry.
Professor, do you hear an echo?
Professor, you got mad echo. You can't
Oh,
understand.
God. Oh, Sheba.
Oh, I thought you could hear it, but you were putting up with it.
Yeah, I can't hear.
Yeah, same here.
Good thing it'll be recorded. You'll hear it without echo. So you just listen to the podcast, right? I'll post the podcast. Don't worry. All right. I'll mute. Did we get you, victim? Victim, you done?
No. All I was gonna say is I need to attend their hangouts then, because I'm not gonna be able to teach myself.
Okay.
That's all I've got.
Mute your mic. Captain Haddock, go.
I was really glad that you spelled out that it's not like teaching mystery method where it's just like, say it like this, do it exactly like this. Because I think that's...
Captain Haddock, nothing's going to matter for you if you don't show up. If you show up once in a blue moon, you're just going to learn things. Oh, you say you know? Well, great. Then you will realize that your reaction is useless to me. Because if it's not a train reaction, I don't give a fuck about it. Oh, you're just regurgitating some stuff you mentally appreciate. What good is that going to do me? Paranoia, go.
Let's try this new method out. I actually felt a lot more... Yeah, I felt a lot more comfortable yesterday.
New method? That is the problem. You are viewing this as a method. This is the real problem. Everything with you is a procedure, a method. You're still in mystery method mode. Most of the work I'm doing with you and with a lot of students is just unfucking you from all the bullshit you're so deeply entrenched in. Look, here's the new way we're going to do it. It's the new course of action. It's the new teaching. No, this is the old fucking teaching. This is step one of the ebook. This is step one. This is the same fucking thing. I'm just trying to not mislead you. I'm trying to, every way I can, to show you every facet of the same diamond. This isn't a new diamond. We're still working the exact same fucking diamond.
Okay.
Show up.
I misunderstood you.
Yes, again, show up. Attention hole.
I liked in this class where you pointed out that unless you're someone with the demand, unless you're someone who's with it, you're going to be a person with the demand. I related to that experience because when I went through learning music, for the first 2.5 years of learning music, I wasn't a musical person. It wasn't until I got up and all of a sudden the music was in me. I was on stage. I was jamming it, and I felt like I was.
So are you on a regular schedule now?
What?
Are you on a regular schedule yet?
A regular schedule?
Yeah.
Getting there, slowly getting there.
All right, good. I don't care what you say then.
But the point I'm trying to...
Rug Sweeper, go. You already made your point. Your point is useless. That's my point. My point's more important than your point. Go ahead, Rug Sweeper.
Alright, so you let us off course. You might lead us off course again.
Yeah,
but I'm
maybe.
still gonna stick with you. I still wanna stick with you. I think that you have the best ideas that I've ever heard, and making a demand and expectation management is something that you've said you've been doing since the very beginning. So that has never changed. What you're trying to get to has never changed. So I don't feel shocked and hurt. I just know that you're doing the best you can every day and with every, iteration of the academy, and I'm with it.
Okay, good. Nope. Name user.
Mad respect, Professor. You put so much thought into this. And today at work, actually, I had that experience with frustration. I could relate exactly to what you're saying, where nobody was listening to me the whole time I was talking.
Are you on a regular schedule yet? Are you on a regular schedule yet?
What's a regular schedule?
Exactly. All right, LaQuisha, go ahead.
My God. Hundreds of hangouts. Hundreds of fucking hangouts with this system. Slow down, bro. Enunciate your words, bro. Think strongly, bro. Hundreds of that bullshit. We finally... I was doubting the academy for the past 3 months. So much doubt. I was like, is Professor fucking bullshitting me? Is he bullshitting us? What can I say? What can I say to you? Hey, yeah, I think you're wrong. Oh, but I don't have any girls. I don't have any friends. I don't have any pussy. I felt fucking lost. But I'm so glad we had this class, because I've been so frustrated with this system. I didn't know what to do. And I'm glad that you're seeing, oh,
It's about the attitude. Like, you know how I know it's the attitude? Because I'm doing the procedure correctly. I'm ending strongly. I'm starting strongly. But I'm not making demands outside of my life. Like, I'm still living at home. I'm going to school now, but that's more because of my dad. But it should be translating. And it is to a point, but not enough. Not to my satisfaction.
I think the problem with the translation is the wrong view, because the view affects your attitude. If your view is the demand is necessary, you'll make the demand. If your view is like ball bullshit, the demand comes through extreme exertion and mustering energy and doing the correct procedure, then of course it's going to affect how you execute a demand. So I think a lot of people just have the misconception that a demand is just a stern thing and a authoritative face, strong ending sounds, just this mustering procedure. They don't realize they're steeped in a procedure, even though we keep telling them, look, it's a principle, not a procedure that we're after. Because their view is so ingrained that we got to do it a certain way to get it right. They're completely missing the force and just concentrating on each individual tree, trying each individual tactic, right? Just like paranoia, we're trying a new method, right? He has no clue that we're doing the same thing year after year. It's just that how we teach it is being clarified. What we're teaching is being clarified, not the base element.
That's it. That's all I want to say.
Okay. How's your schedule?
Empty. I got classes and my hangouts.
Okay, well, again, you're just going to have like a lot of students' mental appreciation unless you start training. Fasty.
I'm so glad you cleared that up, because I came into class expecting us to do the whole pointy thing for like another hour. Oh, dude, this is going to suck. But I'm actually most scared of this, because at least, I could try to fake the other thing, but when you're just trying to get the demand out of all bullshit, I'm like, dude, that looks so frustrating on both sides. Like, all bullshit was getting so frustrating. You were getting frustrated. Now,
yeah, and that's exactly right. We should be getting frustrated. If we're not getting frustrated, there's really a problem there. We should be getting. I mean, this is the whole reason why the way we teach things changes, why the academy changes, why things change. Change indicates a problem. Change indicates something's not correct. Something's not right. Gravity never changes. Speed of light never changes. Principles of physics never change. The laws of the universe never change, because they're already correct. The only thing that changes are the things that are not correct. So, the way we eat doesn't change. Making a demand doesn't change. The fact that we need to meet our demands doesn't change. That our necessities drive us constantly. Those don't change. But what changes is how we address them. We want to be as effective as possible in getting our needs met. We want to be effective as possible in conveying to people how to get their needs met. We want to be as effective as possible in forming a relationship with somebody. We're trying to cut off the fat. We're not trying to do a new thing. We're trying to remove what is hindering us from getting there in the fastest way possible. Look, if I just made you point after a while, you would fucking get burned out enough that you would do something different. You would either quit, or you'd fucking realize, this isn't working, right? The demand is this, or you would start demanding, one or the other. But you would change something, right? So it's not that it wouldn't work, it's just going to take longer than necessary. I'm trying to cut out the unnecessary steps.
Okay.
So, yeah,
like, look, if you go out in society, there's very little demand training. Here, you get extraneous steps in the demand training. But now I'm trying to refine it so we get less and less frustration. We get there as soon as possible. It's just like lifting. Over the years, people thought you do sit-ups just all the way up and all the way down. They realize, okay, when I go all the way up, I'm losing my hips. I'm losing some focus on my stomach. So I just need to go a little way up. Now we go up just a little bit, right? So our sit-up process has become refined. So now our muscle is built in the most efficient way possible, right? Now, I would say that you shouldn't even be doing sit-ups. You should be working and getting built through your work. Exercising just for the sake of exercise or just to look pretty is a fucking waste of time. It's nonsensical. You should be getting exercise by doing physical activity. That counts, like building something, hanging out with your friends, going hiking, doing something, right? That is furthering the relationship. So, we're seeing, even through the process of daily life, people are starting to refine still. Everything's changing, and it'll be continually changing because people are still trying to get the same needs met, but just they're doing different things. A lot of people are just spinning their wheels. They're wasting all this energy. That's why things change. We're just trying to become efficient. Stingray.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, with bullshit.
Right? We're like, that sound can't stay. We gotta change that. It's change time.
Yeah, and I don't think he gets it.
Once your microphone is quiet and doesn't squeak, we won't need to change it anymore. It'll be right. It'll be efficient. It'll be effective for the relationship.
Yes. Dude, I'm so pissed off.
Until then, we'll be frustrated. We'll be pushing you towards that change. Go ahead.
I mean, I had my brother fix this computer. Like, put in, like, more RAM, like, everything set up. I'm like, finally, no annoying bomb ticking sound. And then
Headset, bro. It's the headset.
Yeah.
All right, you're definitely going to troubleshoot it. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to put yourself on a fucking deadline this week, and you're going to get it figured out. You're going to do it with your brother. You're going to work on somebody has a Zoom hangout, whether you need to schedule with a student. You're going to get that fucking thing fixed.
Now, I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning, get it before Expression Club.
Okay, make sure you test it with somebody. Honky. Honkster. Honkmeister.
Professor, I'm here.
Okay, I'm here too.
Speaking of change, we should stop giving push-ups, and we should just make people get up and do that shit. Because that's what made me be accountable. It was like a combination of that and Dick showing me. Like, here's what happened. In one hangout, you showed Dick how to be accountable, then he was accountable, then I was accountable. But I got the push because you made me stand up and do this thing for 10 minutes. And I'm like, I'm not getting anything out of this.
Well, Ball Bullshit's been doing that for 10 years. Not literally 10 years. I'm exaggerating, of course, but he's been doing a procedure for a while. I don't know how consistently and how faithfully, but he's been doing this procedure, and now he thinks in his head, a guy who's authoritative sounds like this.
That's the best punishment, though. Because
according to you, not according to me. Well,
so you think it's still push-ups?
No, I don't think it's push-ups. Why do you think I haven't been giving people push-ups?
Oh, so then you agree with me then?
No, I don't think you've been hearing me. You might want to re-listen to this podcast.
There's so many more punishments than that.
This podcast went over your head. Cotton Picker, go ahead. Oh, go ahead.
Do I still have an echo?
Nope.
No.
Yes.
I know you do.
Go.
I do? Yeah.
Just go ahead. Go.
Professor. Fuck. No, I like this class. Don't fucking mumble, you motherfucker. We're not in class anymore. But you helped me to my point. It's funny what you said, Professor.
We're always in class.
You don't need expectations now. So what you said about putting on a different hat, because it's funny. As soon as you say it's a hangout now, everyone's tone changes. The way I'm like, and I could feel it, but I couldn't put my finger on it. But I could feel it. I was like, that shit is weird. Everyone's talking different. I'm just like, something's off. So and when you're not in class, and when you come to a class, all of a sudden everyone's like, put on a hat. I'm like, that shit's off. And I couldn't put my hand on it. After class, okay, I'm monotone fuck again. All right, fuck, I'm back in class. Let me try to fucking. It was weird as fuck. So I'm glad you pointed it out because it was a big realization, at least for me.
Are you gonna trail off every day of your life?
No, it was for me.
Time to show up. I'm tired of your sounds. I want to hear some demands for once in your life. You yapping a point about, oh, I had a realization, oh, this is cool. I don't care about that shit anymore. Dick, go.
I was so fucking pissed off because I thought there was an echo, and I thought it was your fucking fault, and no one had my back. So I unmuted myself twice, and no one's fucking saying anything. I'm like, oh, these shy fucking faggots. I left, and it was really my computer. I never had a problem before, so I was like, I still feel the resentment.
Zoom likes to play Russian roulette. Fuck Zoom.
Yeah, it's probably Greg or someone at Zoom.
It's Greg. Greg
account.
fucked your account.
Yeah. I'm excited because for the first year and a half I was here, and I got like very little progress. It's better than not being here at all, but little. And now it's gotten like the more efficient. I don't want to say less inefficient we've gotten, the quicker it's become for me to improve. So now, if we get out all those other steps, or at least take out some more steps, so it's less inefficient, then my progress will be even quicker, and the academy will improve quicker too.
Well, I'm glad your progress is going better. I'm sure everybody's pleased to hear that. I'm sure that everybody's pleased to hear you're doing so well.
Well,
by saying I'm sure that everybody's pleased to hear you're doing so well, they're saying fuck you, Jew. They don't care.
Fuck you. Yeah, you're right.
High School 101. Go ahead. We've heard Dick's platitudes. Now let's hear your Indian wisdom.
Well,
today I lowered my expectation to just showing up, and I met that.
You made it.
I would have fucked it up today.
Finally got it. Nice.
Congratulations.
Hoorah.
Hoorah. Okay, did we miss it? Wino? No, you weren't here? Okay. Thank you guys for another wonderful episode of Manhood Academy. It's a fake out. Woo! Oh, we did it!